Lecoslings, how you're doing? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Leanne and this is Lecosanne, my big happy adventure. My adventure is currently taking me on a trip through journaling wonderland. I don't know what I'm going to call it, but that is pretty much what we're doing here on the channel at the moment. Quite a lot of bullet journal related content, and I am so excited to bring you today's video. Because I feel like it's been coming for a very long time. I am bringing you today my sort of like my yearly wrap up, but this time I'm going to be doing it in the form of my bullet journal flip through. This is the bullet journal that I've been using from July until the end of the year. We finally finished doing it. We've done most of this on streams on Twitch. I'm sure you're fed up with me going through this now, but I wanted to just go through some of my spreads, talk about my bullet journal journey before we go into the new year, and I come at you with some amazing tips and tricks that I have learned in the year I've been bullet journaling. I really feel like this journal specifically, this is the square scribble and dot one, so it's a 12 by 12 square journal. I'll keep my thoughts and feelings towards it whilst I'm opening the journal and telling you about the spreads and the pages and everything that we've done in it, because I have some thoughts and feelings about using a square journal. But yeah, I'm so excited. If you stick around to the end, I'll show you next year's journal and I'll show you a little bit why I'm going into using it. There's more than one reason towards it, but I'll very quickly just show you which journal it is and explain my reasons for it. But in any case, here is my third bullet journal flip through video and a little bit of a Happy New Year message to you guys. Keep watching. I have to just deal with the camera for a second just while I talk a little bit about the cover. This is, like I said, the Scribble and Dot Square Journal. And initially when I got this, I was very happy with the way that it came. I absolutely love it. But I sort of very quickly decided that a square journal may not have been the best choice for me, but I did change my mind towards the end. This is the front cover. It is made of fabric, which makes my camera weird out a little bit, and obviously you can see that it's very mucky. The thickness of this one it's a lay flat design, and I have got some scribbles on the back just because this is just me. It's not as bulky as some of my other ones. We've done quite well for that. This is what the binding looks like, if you're wondering, just to see what we've got to. But in any case, like I said, I started this journal in July 2021 when I'd run out using the current journal that I was using, which was my Tiger one. I have actually, just while we're on this page, I have actually, this is my first real journal, not one that I've picked up on a budget, one that's got proper paper, and this was me moving up on the journal world, and I would absolutely use the scribble and dot stuff again. This is the opening page. Basically, I've got a few of these printed out. My friend Holly made this for me as part of Spoiled Bean Day. It just made more sense for me to put it in the front cover of my journal. I have got more of these. I've actually got this framed as well. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them, but for now this sounded really good. And this is off of my first Ups a Daisy. I didn't date it, unfortunately, but this is off my first Ups a Daisy order, and it was so cute, and I would love this on a sticker. So if anyone from the team, I need this on a sticker. I just need this. Warning, contains seriously cute stationery. Absolutely amazing. I've also stuck some Molly washi tape in here and a stamp from Czech Republic because I just thought it was cool. I just liked the stamp. I actually straight off the bat wrecked this journal to begin with. We are recording this quite zoomed out. You'll see why. It's because it's a square journal, I can't bring you in much closer than this, unfortunately. So there isn't really much to talk about in this case, but I wrecked it to begin with. It came with an index, and as you can see here, I tried to stick the pages together like I normally did. It didn't work, so I just had to cut them out. I didn't use an index this time, and I seriously regretted it by the end. Here we go then. So my opening my journal. I haven't put a year, I haven't done really much else other than my main mantras and my bullet journal quote, which is always going to be life is an awfully big adventure. I'm a huge Peter Pan fan, and this is where my keep living that big happy adventure comes from, so it's going to always be in my journal. I'm not going to dwell too much on these right now because I am, like I said earlier, I am going to be doing a video solely on my mantras, I don't know what to call them, for doing a bullet journal, and you'll see why during that video. The next page I just did a what's left of the year. I didn't really understand at this point what a future log was going to be used for, so I just put what was left of the rest of the year. I had some stickers to use up from Tiger. Then my birthday lists, which I'm going to be swapping to using something else, but I'm going to figure out a way to put in still use this quote. Then we move on to July. So at the end of my second bullet journal, we were still using colours as a main theme. So I went with orange as a block theme. I very quickly changed that. I also, throughout July, used this design. So it was on one page there was the week, on the other side was my colour tracker, my to-do list, a doodle and a quote. I changed this very rapidly when something else changed, but for now this is all in an orange theme. Also, when we started this, I literally the week before starting this journal, I met up with my amazing beautiful friend Holly. I just wanted to put that in the journal, and these are 2 quotes that have been in each of my journals now, and they really help me remember some things. So try to surround yourself with people that make you want to do better, and remember you are your own toolbox. This is my favourite quote, especially when it comes to streaming and content creating. It's just really nice, and one day I would like this in print on the wall. Again, carrying on through the month of July, I also went with anything, my doodles in this month were anything to begin with the letter J. Carrying on, this was my first big Arty quote page. Using a square journal gave me so much more room to do this. This was like things work in mysterious ways. I can't actually remember what happened at the time, but something had happened quite prominent, and I wanted to I don't know what I was doing, but it worked sort of. Again, another weekly spread. Then we have just a jar of Cosbeans, but I used to call it a car of Josbeans instead of jar of Cosbeans. So that's what this doodle is. And then I've got my first word dump, which actually really helped. I was hot, I was struggling with work, I was going back to working at the hotel potentially. It was races, there was a lot going on. COVID again, Elgato, I got my first stream, like there was a lot going on. A word dump is really good when you just got so much going on and you just need to get it out. Again, we'll go on to a weekly, and then this is something new, and it's something that I am so excited to take into my next journal with me. This is my theme spread. I decided that I was at the point in my bullet journal journey I wanted to explore themes, and we did this on stream, and it was just a load of doodles of things that I wanted to do. Some of these have materialized in this journal, some of them have will be materializing in a different journal, and I can't wait, and that moves us on to our actual first theme very shortly. So I did again some more font work practice. I want to do this more in my next journal. I actually put that on my I put an image in now of my what worked, what didn't work in my last journal. Basically I ran out of room in this journal, so I put this up here, and I wanted to put more of this in because I didn't do enough of it in this journal. We then have another quote, which was from Dear Evan Hansen. I ported this over from my first journal that I liked, and then we go into the month of August, which is going to be the first theme that I've ever done with theme spreads, and I've got to say this is my all-time favourite. I just love it. Every single spread in this theme, there isn't one that I'm just like, ugh, I don't like. We went with melons and lemons. I just thought the contrast of the colours would work really well, and it was easy to do. At this point I hadn't found Ups a Daisy, so I was hand drawing everything myself. Peter Pan, I can't believe I hadn't got a Peter Pan quote in here other than the Life is a Big Adventure one. So I was like, that has to go in. Again, weekly spread. I just loved the different layouts. I loved how varied they were. YouTube and Twitch, I just wanted like word dump, just things that I could do. Then I have a dedicated spread to to Legally Blonde. Don't ask. It made sense at the time. This was a quote that somebody said during stream. At this moment, I was struggling again with the whole content creator, the whole being a content creator and working at the same time. So I just wanted to remind myself that like being is still cool, the adventure is all right, and it's still okay to be a mixture of both. And this just really, really resonated with me. Be so completely yourself that everyone else feels safe to be themselves too. And that sort of sums up my bullet journal channels, my channel as a whole. Another weekly spread, and then I did some colouring on stream. So I just put a picture of it in here. Again, I just ported over my pen test page. I've got a brilliant idea. Absolutely brilliant, fabulous idea that I'm going to be using for this. And at this point, I had found Upsy Daisy because you can see the stencils now. This, I think, was my first mini one. I think it was, in fact. And I actually did this in a video. I'll probably put it up in the iCards if you remember. If I remember to. This weekly spread is my absolute favourite. Oh my god. I love this weekly spread. I had so much fun with it. And then an ending quote with a little bit of a doodle at the end. We're not going to focus on the quote that much, but it was funny at the time. We move into another theme. September was our stars and planet themes. I also made a very big mistake in September and spelt it wrong live on stream. So here's off Septa. But yeah, it's just another amazing theme. Stars and planets are very important to me. Me and my husband absolutely love Star Trek, and it's something that I wanted to put in here. Also, I just wanted to celebrate. I did this whilst watching Holly on stream. I know it sounds like I'm just completely simping for my friend Holly, but basically she reached a year on Twitch and we had a bit of a party, and I wanted to epitomise it in my bullet journal. And then this spread is one of my favourites. Em Blackery, one of my favourite artists, actually released a new album, and I just really, really resonated with some of it, so I just wrote some of it in my journal. Then for the month of September, Arty did a sketch timber, so I joined in. I only did 3, I didn't do 3, which was good, so I thought I'd carry that through. Again, another weekly spread. Another quote. I really like this quote. I used this in my second bullet journal, so I wanted to do it again. It's supposed to be a comm station. I'm not sure if it worked, but that's what it is. Again, another weekly spread. I'd found Upsy Daisy at this point from the fact that I was in like the washi tape and the spread layout. I recreated my Lecosanne spread. I wanted to do all of the villagers that I'd had on my island since the beginning. I just wanted to recreate that spread from my first journal, which made everybody giggle so much. Again, another Upsy Daisy spread. This is one from this is another mini one. I wanted it in my journal, so I did that straight away. This was before I actually had my practice journal. Again, another one. Oh my gosh, I'd got the big one at this point as well. This week actually celebrated mine and my husband's wedding anniversary, so the quote on here was actually was what I walked down the aisle to, so it was really important to me. And then probably my favourite spread of all time. I just love the way that it worked out. I printed off some photos from our wedding. I printed off some things that I've recreated since then. And it's just a memory moment board. And it's just really cute. And then the end of September, I sort of split because I really wanted to do the October theme. Which again was inspired by an Upsy Daisy subscription box. Absolutely, I just love what I did with this. I absolutely love this theme. In the middle of this we had Spoiled Bean Day, so it made sense for me to put my own quote in here. Funnily enough, this it's crazy because this here, what I've done with the dots on here actually links to something that is going on in January for me. And I didn't realise until recording this right now. We did this one on stream on part of Spoil Bean Day. To be honest, doing this spread was a bit of a blur because I don't remember much after that stream. Here are some of the things that happened on Spoil Bean Day, like some of the things that people bought for me, and like some washi tape, and oh my gosh, I genuinely cannot. My heart is so full. Again, another weekly spread. I just love the mix up of layouts and everything that we've done. A new pen test. So these are my zebra doodlers from the Cosbeans. I just wanted them all on a double spread. I just put some washi tape in there. Just functional. I like functional stuff. We have got again another weekly spread. It's just, oh, I just love it. I just love like the simplicity. And then we go into November. November's theme was basically autumn and like mushrooms and cozy things, with a dash of Animal Crossing thrown in there, because we had the huge update for November. At this point, I've become a little bit obsessed with Upsy Daisy, so I needed a spread just to write down all the things that I have from them, and some of the more washi tape there. Again, another weekly spread. I absolutely love doing this. I did this on stream, and the way that it turned out I was so happy with. Again, another Animal Crossing spread. This one's actually a working spread. You can see that I've started ticking things off, because there's another things to start collecting in Animal Crossing. Weekly spread. I love the differences of weekly spreads that I've done as well. And like I touched on earlier, I'd really started getting used to using a square journal, but what I do find is there's a lot of dead space in it. If you like using a square journal and you're going to be using it for like, I just also found that it's too bulky to take away with me. So that's one thing to think of when you do go for a journal. Again, another quote that we've had quite a few times. I just wanted to use this paper that I got in Under Rain Trees mystery box, and I wanted to get in there. Again, I misspelt November, so it's November. We got mushrooms here, and then here's our final spread. So our final spread. So our final theme was gonks and blue. It was like a Scandi theme, and we got this in here all the way through. This spread, however, we actually celebrated reaching a whole year of bullet journaling, and I wanted to recreate my first spread, but obviously spread out a little bit more. And here it is. I'm so excited. And then this is something else that's not quoted or attributed to anyone, but I feel like it needed to be in here. It's not about the way it looks, it's about the way it makes you feel. I was so, like, it took me a while to do this, and I got annoyed, and then people reminded me of what I was writing, and it reminded me of why I journal. This is a quote by myself. It's something that I've said. It's a reason a lot of people have started journaling, and it was really important to me that it was in my journal at some point. It's never been in a journal, so now it is. Again, another weekly spread. I absolutely love this one. But my old, so I said that my anniversary spread was my all-time favourite spread. I kind of lied. This spread is probably the most Pinterest-worthy spread I have ever done in my entire life, and it is going to inspire a spread in my 2022 journal, but you'll have to wait and see to see that. Again, another weekly spread just here. Again, just trying to fill in space. Here, though, I had to really think about what I was going to put in my journal because I was running out of room. And this is the last spread in here. I actually made it into two. So I used my new Cricut, which is a toy, to cut out these. I know, I don't even need it, but I wanted it, I saw it, and I got it. So this is basically Christmas week. This is what it looks like. And then I also use this from a small business. There's a small business here where I live in York. And I, throughout the whole month, I use these stickers anyway, and I just found I love the wrapping paper. And what I've done for this is I've done sort of a bit of a thank you spread for Christmas, and then also on here I've written like it's the rest of the end of the year, so this is like 1 year in this journal. Then we finally end on a quote. My camera doesn't really like dark paper, I've discovered this, but this quote, even the darkest night will end and the sun will rise, from Les Mis. I can't believe I hadn't put any Les Mis in this journal since. And then these are my emotes on Twitch, and I just printed these off and stuck them in using my new Cricut because I'm obsessed with it. And then we finally have my final page, which is a setup plan. I'm not going to go into it too much, but there are some things on here that are going to be new for next year. I'm going to try out a word of the year. I'm going to try things like a content tracker. I'm going to bring Index back. I'm going to bring out a wash and take gallery in. There is so much going on to next year. And then we also have my appendix. I'm going to very quickly skate through this because I know some people want to know why I use an appendix. But basically in this I use grids and things. I've done some things that I've tested. So these are like mainly scribbles or notes that are things that I want but I don't really want in my main journal. So I've just put them in the back of the journal. Also, this journal came with a pen test pages, which is amazing because you can then test a page on this paper, which is fantastic. Also has a pen loop. I never really have a use for a pen loop because I use so many different pens, but that is my third journal. Anyway, back to me because I've got something to show you. Bye. So as promised, it's the end of the video, so I really hope you did enjoy it. Let me know down below what you think of the spreads, what you think of my journaling so far, and if you do want to come and join us, come and follow us on Twitch, come and join us in Discord. All the links are in the descriptions down below. Like, honestly, we have so much fun and learning to journal with you guys, especially in the way that over the years that we've come up with what I would say is 5 main rules, 5 main principles that we follow when we journal. I'm going to be covering those in a video very soon. But for now, I want to introduce you to the first journal of 2022, and it is here. It is bright yellow. Obviously I've got the contrast up a little bit, but it's actually called the Up to Daisy ... journal. So first things first, this isn't a main brand journal. This is actually a small business journal. You guys know Up to Daisy by now. I very much could have been using my Yop and Tom one, which I received in my Under the Rowing Trees advent calendar, which was lovingly purchased by my friends for Spoiled Bean Day, which was a celebration of hitting a year affiliate on Twitch. But I've gone for this one specifically. Number one, it is yellow. It matches my mat. It matches the same mat. That's the first reason. Number two, it's supporting a small business. It's carrying through my mantra through to 2022 of supporting a small business as much as I can. However, one of the other things, you're just gonna have to wait and see. You're just gonna have to wait and see because right now it's blank. However, I just wanted to point out the one thing that I think is the massive game changer on this journal. I don't know if you can see that big dot in the middle of the page. Just there. There's actually centre markings on this journal, and I think that's going to be a game changer. But I suppose you'll have to wait for the flip through to see how we get on with this. I wasn't going to do a setup video. I might do. I'm not entirely sure if that's something that I'm going to do, but I'm very excited going into 2022. And I really hope that you guys are as well. But in any case, guys, thank you for sticking along on this journey. Thank you for sticking along on this very long video, because I imagine it's going to be quite a long one. I'm doing my usual, you know what I'm like. But in any case, guys, keep living that big happy adventure, stay positive, and I hope that the new year brings you whatever you want, and I really hope that you all stay safe, stay healthy, and I love you lots. Thanks, guys. Bye. Bye.